Good morning. You know, when you're in the city, getting away from the sounds of the city is really difficult. Anyway, today is, excuse me, today is the first story in a series that I am titling Saner Than I Should Be. And the reason for that will be apparent soon enough. So I had just turned 30, and I was in Winsboro, South Carolina, painting my mother's apartment for her. I had, just a few days before, I had a really intense spiritual experience, and literally for the next 3 months, I guess, everywhere I went, people would just be like, hey, you have something to tell us. Come on up here, take the pulpit, or here's a piano. Why don't you play and sing some songs for us? Just out of nowhere, this stuff would just happen. But I'm in Winsboro, South Carolina. I just turned 30. I was separated from my wife and kids yet again, which, that's why the marriage ended, because we were just constantly separating. It made no sense to stay together after a while. But I was in Winsboro, South Carolina, and I was painting my mother's apartment for her. And bingo was her thing. So one night we went to bingo, and she had a really good night. She was joyful in a way that was extremely rare for my mother. And she was open and talkative, which also extremely rare from my mother. So I took a chance and I said, Mom, I had this dream last night. And she answered, yeah. Now, understand, for 26 years, I think it was, my mother built Mack trucks for a living. That's what she did from like 38 to 62. Maybe it was only 24 years. I forget. But anyway, she built Mack trucks for a living until she was 62. She was a tough lady, as I will demonstrate in future stories in this series. But she says to me, yeah, because she just wasn't the type of person who wanted to hear about your dreams, whether they were your personal dreams of the future, what you were hoping your life was going to be, or whether it was just a dream that you had. But she was willing to let me tell her about this dream. So I said, all right, we were in the house that I grew up in, or we were in, I'll just say it. We were in the house on Woodward Street on the south end of Allentown. I was standing at the bottom of the stairs. I was in baby blue pajamas, and they had trucks or dinosaurs or something on them. And you were sitting on like the third step, and you were drying my hair. I was just out of the bath. I guess you were getting me ready for bed. And the TV was on in the corner by the big window with the bullet hole in it. And there was somebody in the black recliner watching television. And you, as you were drying my hair, you said to them, "What'd you do? Eat all the goddamn potato chips on the kids again?" And with that, the person jumped up out of the recliner. You met them in the middle of the living room, and the two of you started throwing fists. And at one point, he wrestled you down onto the couch, and he had your left arm pinned against the back of the couch, and I thought, he's going to break her elbow. And then you were able to wrestle your arm down onto your chest to get it off the couch like that, and that's when the dream ends. And her mouth fell open, And she says to me, there's no fucking way you can remember that. And I said, well, I had that dream last night, and I've had that dream at least twice a year my entire life. So are you saying that it actually happened? And she said, that's the night the asshole left and never came back. I thought that was very interesting. I thought that was extremely interesting. And I can tell you this, I've never had that dream again. Not one single time. It's been quite helpful to me. What does it mean? Why did I stop having that nightmare? I have no idea. Probably because I realized somewhere deep down in my unconscious mind that I didn't have to be afraid of him anymore because he couldn't hurt us anymore. I don't know. All I know is that I told my mom about the dream. She told me it actually happened, and that was the night that he left and never came back. And I never had the dream again. Didn't work out all that well for my mom. Worked out really well for me. Have a great day.